students are challenged to write independently. They will hear and read many examples of effective writing, and they will also have an opportunity to share in the writing with their teacher. Let's see what shared reading looks like in a junior classroom. As you watch, think about the following questions. What role does the teacher play? What role do the students play? What is the benefit of this approach?
We went into the shared reading task where we deconstructed. The ultimate goal was to deconstruct this text and identify the key text features of persuasive writing. So started with the shared reading where the kids chimed in or read with me, and I supported their learning by talking about any ideas that would be challenging, as well as modeling. I'm still modeling at this point, noticing as a reader myself that this is, oh, look how this writer wrote a really strong introduction to start their piece. That's an important component of persuasion, or when we write persuasively, we need to introduce the topic clearly. And they're trying to persuade people about this question. Have a look. There we go. Should marine mammals be in captivity? What does captivity mean? Help us with that word. I think that I would find that tricky. Bryce Martin?
Captivity is something, it is a place where they can keep animals for safety. Captivity can mean to keep it in like marine land, and it's good for them because they don't get killed as much. Then they won't be extinct, but they don't get as much. They'll die sooner.
So you're already getting into some arguments about whether this should happen or not. What are they kept from when they're in captivity? What's missing? Jenna?
Their habitat.
Okay, thank you. That's good. Okay, well, let's take a look at this reading. And this is going to be our mentor text for persuasive writing because it's a really strong piece of persuasive writing. Why do we use mentor texts? How is this going to help us? How will it help us using a mentor text? Monica?
So we can get a lot of persuasive writing in the different writings we do, like to put out in the world and to tell people that this isn't right.
So why are we using a mentor text though?
So we can learn what they've done and to get if they use some really good emotions, we need lots of emotions in ours too.
Right, so we're going to look for those key features that make this writing effective and powerful. And we'll be able to persuade and change people's minds. All right, so reading along with me. In my opinion, there is no doubt that marine mammals should not be held in captivity. Marine mammals are a part of nature and should not be bought, sold, or thrown in an aquarium. I believe that they have the right to be kept in their natural environment. Wow, so this writer started off their piece introducing us to that whole idea of marine mammals in captivity. Should they be there? I don't have any doubt right now what I'm going to be reading about. So a powerful piece of persuasive writing needs to have a strong, what do we call that part at the beginning? To set up our writing. Sarah?
Strong introduction.
Right. People have to know what we're trying to convince them about, don't they? All right. Okay, I'm going to read and I'm going to have you fill in here and there, so be ready. Where much of nature and the wild has already been lost to us, it is up to us to let these beautiful marine mammals free.
What did the teacher specifically model during this lesson? How did the teacher involve the students in the process? How did the teacher assess student learning and determine next steps?